Micron Horizons, The Silicon Storm Episode 2, Shadows of the Syndicate. The skyline of Madripoor, gleaming with the success of Micron Horizons mega fabrication, now faced an ominous shadow. At the helm of the city's semiconductor empire, Arya Yamaguchi, CEO of Robotech Industries, reveled in the global dominance of her factories. With 63% of the world's chips rolling out of Madripoor, Robotech was not just an industrial powerhouse, it was a geopolitical pivot. Yet, the sheen of progress came with whispered threats. One morning, as Arya reviewed her KPIs for the flagship factory at 256 to 282 Wafer Bumping Parkway, her assistant interrupted with a message. "We are watching. The Black Serpent Syndicate is not done." The cryptic note was a sharp reminder of Madripoor's delicate balance, a playground for innovation and intrigue. The factory that changed the world, the acquisition of Wafer Bumping Parkway, had been a masterstroke for Robotech. The 89,987 square foot facility offered a perfect blend of profitability and strategic potential. Net operating income, NOI, $2,732,700 annually, supported by a robust 10% cap rate. Debt service coverage ratio, DSCR, a solid 1.25, showcasing its ability to comfortably manage debt obligations. Occupancy rate, 97.5%, with top-tier tenants signed on leases extending 6 to 8 years. Robotech's KPIs were meticulously crafted, integrating cutting-edge lending metrics inspired by local platforms like SkySlope Tech and ComLend. Effective gross income, calculated to maximize revenues at $3,903,857 annually, balancing market and in-place rents. Operating expense ratio, OR, maintained at 30% to ensure operational efficiency. Internal rate of return, IRR, targeted at 9.5% with an NPV of $2,100,000 to ensure investor confidence. Into the shadows, Arya knew the syndicate's reach was vast. Madripoor's dependency on its semiconductor sector had placed it squarely in the crosshairs of powerful adversaries. Yet, she also understood the stakes. The global semiconductor shortage had crippled industries worldwide. Cars sat unfinished, military systems faltered, and economies teetered. A secure supply of chips was the bedrock of a neo-Madripoorian order, an ambitious strategy to solidify Madripoor's place as a technological superpower. However, the syndicate's cryptic message hinted at sabotage, threatening both Robotech's profits and the island's stability. Unmasking the threat, investigations revealed troubling patterns. Data breaches, automated systems at Robotech's dustless fabrication facility reported anomalies in wafer yields. Sabotage, machines remotely monitored by the Micron Operations Center exhibited unexplained malfunctions. Market manipulation, syndicate operatives were linked to a surge in futures trading for rare earth metals essential to chip production. Arya enlisted the help of Cipher Minds, a covert intelligence unit specializing in industrial espionage. Cipher Minds discovered that the syndicate had infiltrated the remote operations network, exploiting vulnerabilities in Robotech's automation systems. A game of numbers to counteract the threat, Arya devised an aggressive action plan. Reinforced KPIs, new benchmarks were introduced to monitor market vacancy rates, maintained at 7%, and compare market rent, $38.30 per square feet, with in-place rates. Automation overhaul, by integrating Cupid-level systems, Robotech streamlined risk assessments and financial planning, leveraging Madripoor's proprietary ComLend tools. Diversified supply chains, replacement costs for key components were recalibrated to $12.5 million, ensuring stability even in crisis scenarios. Twists and turns as the weeks passed, Cipher Minds discovered the syndicate's deeper intent, not just sabotage but domination. Their leader, Tetsuro, sought to monopolize Madripoor's semiconductor knowledge, planning to establish a rival network of clandestine fabs. In a dramatic climax, Arya confronted Kla in the heart of the Silicon Nexus, Madripoor's largest chip design hub. What she didn't expect was the revelation of a traitor within her ranks. Davin Shaw, her trusted COO, had been feeding information to the syndicate in exchange for promises of power. With Cipher Minds' help, Arya turned the tables. Using SkySlope Tech, she exposed Davin's fraudulent transactions and Kla's network, freezing their assets and crippling their operations. The new threat as Madripoor celebrated its continued dominance, Arya's desk received another message. "You've won the battle, but the war is far from over. The Black Serpent Syndicate." The note hinted at a broader conspiracy involving the MC universe and its growing dependency on Madripoor. Arya knew the syndicate wasn't her only problem. The geopolitical forces were aligning, and the world's economies rested on the silicon shoulders of Robotech. For now, Madripoor's skyline gleamed, its factories humming with ceaseless innovation. But the shadows of the Black Serpent Syndicate lingered, promising more intrigue in the days to come. Micron Horizons, A Silicon Odyssey Episode 3, Foundations of Power. The industrial hum of Madripoor was a symphony of innovation, a melody orchestrated by the brilliance of Robotech Industries. Arya Yamaguchi's desk bore the weight of another cryptic message from the Black Serpent Syndicate, hinting at the battles to come. Yet, amidst the threat of industrial espionage, the lifeblood of Madripoor's dominancy, the delicate balance of finance and underwriting, took center stage. The financial backbone of an empire, Arya had always understood that the chips powering the world's toasters, cars, and satellites weren't just products, they were investments. Behind every fabrication facility and research lab lay the meticulous work of commercial real estate, CRE, finance and development underwriting. 1. CRE Finance and Development Underwriting Definition. CRE finance involved securing the capital to acquire, develop, and operate commercial properties. Development underwriting assessed the feasibility of these projects, ensuring risks were understood and mitigated. Importance. For Robotech, CRE finance ensured the funding of cutting-edge wafer plants, while underwriting confirmed their viability amidst Madripoor's volatile geopolitical landscape. Building Madripoor's silicon backbone, Arya's latest project was the construction of Micron Horizons Megaplex, a sprawling facility aimed at pushing the boundaries of 3 nanometers chip production. The financing strategy was as complex as the chips it would produce. 2. Types of financing. Debt financing. Construction loans. A $300 million loan was secured at a 3.5% interest rate for the initial phases. Permanent loans. Upon completion, the loan would convert to a $500 million permanent facility. Equity financing. Investor contributions. A joint venture with Madripoor's Sky Lattice partners brought in $200 million in private equity. Joint ventures. Collaborations with foreign investors ensured diverse funding sources while managing geopolitical risks. The rigors of underwriting. No facility broke ground in Madripoor without navigating the labyrinth of underwriting, a process as intricate as the circuits etched onto silicon wafers. 3. Underwriting process. Due diligence. Site analysis confirmed the land's stability and accessibility, while environmental assessments ensured compliance with Madripoor's stringent green initiatives. Market analysis. The underwriting team scrutinized global demand for 3 nanometers chips, assessing competitors in regions like the MC universe. Financial analysis. Pro forma modeling predicted a 15% increase in global demand by 2030, justifying the $1 billion investment. Key metrics of success. The project's viability hinged on precise calculations. Loan-to-value, LTV, ratio, at 70%. The LTV for Micron Horizons Megaplex signaled strong equity backing. Debt service coverage ratio, DSCR, a DSCR of 1.3 ensured that Robotech could comfortably service its debt. Capitalization rate, cap rate. The 8% cap rate exceeded market standards, promising high returns. Internal rate of return, IRR, targeting an IRR of 12.5%, Robotech projected $2.5 billion in revenue over the next decade. Navigating risks in Madripoor. Arya was no stranger to the risks lurking in Madripoor's high-stakes environment. 4. Risk assessment. Market risk. Fluctuating global demand and tensions with the MC universe posed challenges. Credit risk. While Sky Lattice partners boasted a AAA credit rating, the syndicate's interference loomed as a wildcard. Project risk. Construction delays due to supply chain disruptions threatened deadlines. Legal and regulatory risks. Zoning laws in Madripoor's industrial crescent were notoriously complex. Sealing the deal. The financing reached its climax during a high-stakes negotiation with Iron Bank Madripoor, the island's leading financial institution. 5. Approval and closing. Loan approval. A 90-day approval process culminated in a $500 million facility, contingent on milestone-based disbursements. Closing procedures. The legal team ensured compliance with Madripoor's stringent documentation and capital transfer protocols. Steadying the ship. Even after the deal was signed, the work was far from over. 6. Post-closing management. Ongoing monitoring. Monthly performance tracking used AI-driven analytics to flag deviations from financial projections. Risk mitigation. Arya established a contingency fund of $50 million to address unforeseen risks. A new threat emerges as the Micron Horizons Megaplex took shape. The skyline of Madripoor gleamed with a promise of innovation. But at Robotech's headquarters, a new twist emerged. Cipher minds decrypted and intercepted communication from the Black Serpent Syndicate. The message read, "Stability is an illusion. Every empire falls. The Syndicate ensures it." Beneath the text, a detailed financial model hinted at plans to undermine Madripoor's semiconductor dominance by exploiting CRE financing dependencies. The Syndicate aimed to manipulate global lenders and choke the island's liquidity. For now, the Megaplex stood as a beacon of progress. But the battle for Madripoor's future and the world's silicon heart was just beginning.